With the start of every year comes the obligatory What's on my desk setup tour video. So in this video I want to go through what's on my desk setup for 2021, early 2021 that is, because let's be real, this is always changing, and since I did my last year's one, it changed quite a bit. So this is my early 2021 desk setup. Let's get into it. Alright, starting off with the main piece of this desk setup, the part that really brings it all together, the iMac. I've talked about this so many times in previous videos. This is the late 2015 21.5 inch iMac. It has an i5, 8 gigs of RAM and a terabyte Fusion drive, base model, and it does me great for what I needed to do. I have had issues with it, but for the most part it's been brilliant. Does everything I wanted to do. Next we have the accessories. What accessories do I use with it? Well, I use the Magic Trackpad 2 for swiping between spaces and swiping between my Final Cut libraries, that kind of thing. For gestures, I use the Magic Keyboard 2 and Magic Mouse 2. All Magic accessories. I really like the Apple accessories, so I'm going to stick with those. Next on my desk we have my iPad Pro 2017 10.5 inch and Apple Pencil Gen 1. These might be a bit of a difficult thing to describe because my iPad's changed in functionality a lot. It was my main laptop for a lot of the time, but I obviously got that, we'll get to that. Now it's literally just for making thumbnails and managing my channel. That is pretty much all it's used for now, so I don't see a need to upgrade it anytime soon. Next we have Google Home Mini that I reviewed a couple of weeks back. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but it works great as a speaker and it works nice with voice commands, playing podcasts, that kind of thing. Next on the desk, and probably the final thing we have that's always on the desk, is that laptop back there. That laptop goes everywhere with me now. It is a 14-inch Dell Latitude 5410 Core i5 10th Gen. It's 8 gigs of RAM and 256GB NVMe SSD. Connected to that laptop, I always have a 1TB hard drive, and that goes between the laptop and the iMac depending on which I'm editing on at the time, and that houses all my files. Although I am looking into getting a bigger one because that 1TB drive is filling up quite fast with the files I'm filming. And that's all that I have on the desk primarily. Sometimes I have my camera set up as a webcam, but for the most part, if I'm not doing a Zoom call that requires a webcam, most of the time that is all that is on my desk setup. Now let's talk about the camera gear and where I put my camera gear, because that's part of my setup. Because a lot of the time, yeah, we have lenses, we have camera gear. My tripod just sits beside the desk, I can't really put that away, but I always put my camera gear away in drawers, dedicated drawers, and yeah, it's not very secure, but when I'm out and about I have a camera bag with me. Let's talk about the drawers. Alright, so it's down here inside my wardrobe. Down here just beside it, we have where I put all the boxes. You might have noticed redundant boxes in the background. They're literally all just stuffed in there. Camera bag sits in there nicely. So down here in the bottom drawer we have all my cables, camera straps, little dividers for my camera bag, any sort of cables like that, anything like that for the cameras, all goes in there. Probably stuff that I don't need all the time. It's just nice to have it all in there, out of the way. Next up here, this is the drawer where I keep most of my camera gear. And you will see, yeah, it's not very secure. But in here I have all my lenses. So this is my 300mm lens. We have my kit lens, which this lens has replaced most of my kit lenses duties, because it's just a better overall lens, autofocus wise, which I need for filming videos. But that lens is still handy for B-roll. Of course I have my Osmo Mobile 3, which I use for vlogging. I have another hard drive here which I have just in case I need to start editing off it. It's another Western Digital Elements drive. and it's a 750 gig. Also another random SD card and notebook for videos, planning out videos. That's it really. And of course my camera sits in here whenever I'm not using it, and I break down my camera rig when I'm not using it. So that was the desk setup. That's everything I use to make videos and how I store my camera gear, etc. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe, let me know all the content you want to see on the channel. Maybe consider following me on my socials and we can have a discussion there about the video. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Connor and I'll catch you next one.